Hello guys, Jonas here with another replay for you. Today I actually have Cloud, our Terran player, top left corner, versus Stephano, our Zerg player, down the bottom right corner. Both of these guys I believe are on the Korean server, so I definitely expect some high level play from both sides of the map. Just to cover a few things, I did change my mic volume and also my sound volume. I turned it down a little bit and turned my mic up a little bit more. Hopefully this is actually perfect now. I think I actually got it finally right, but you guys be the judge of that. Let me know if it is or is not. So other than that, also I still have that contest running where I'm getting CD keys out. 2 CD keys, I'm going to give one out on the 15th and also the 31st, so be ready for that. All you got to do is subscribe, and if you subscribe, you're good to go. We do have Stephano actually doing the extractor trick there, so he gets an extra drone. Looks like he is going to go for some sort of fast expand build. So there is no spawning pool or extractor out yet. Our Terran player Cloud has his supply depot up and going out to build his barracks, I believe. There he goes. He is building that barracks to the side, sort of, like he's hiding it. Very interesting building placement there. No gas yet for him, so he possibly is going for some sort of fast expand build. And then Stephano definitely is going fast expand here. Bringing his drone up to actually build his hatchery now to get that expansion up and going. So there's not going to be any denying of that by any SCV or anything, so he is getting that so early. No spawning pool yet, so I'm sure we'll be seeing that very shortly though. I'm sure he'll go spawning pool then gas. We'll just have to wait and see though. Up on the top, Cloud still not on any gas, so he's probably going for some sort of fast expand as well. The only thing I can think of there, he is going to get that Marine, and then he is going to send out a scouting SCV, it looks like, as well. So definitely be interested to see what he does here, since there is no gas. And here comes the SCV right now. Let's see what it decides to do. Looks like he is going to be scouting to go for that command center. He is saving those minerals there, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So he's going for a fast expand as well. So both players doing the same thing, going with those fast expansions. And we do have a spawning pool actually about 70% done, and then Stephano is going to be getting his extractor up right now as well. So scouts going down. We do have Cloud scouting the base next here. He scouted the left side. Now he's going to go scout the right side where his opponent's at. And we do have Stephano not scouting at all yet, besides the Overlord's scouting out here. And he definitely knows his opponent's not down here now, since he did see that SCV scouting this area. Cloud is going to move his barracks down to the bottom here, so he's going to start building his wall to actually secure his expansion that he decided to build fast. Throws down 2 refineries here, so he's definitely going to get some gas going in. And it looks like we do have Stephano starting to build some sort of defense if he can, building a spine crawler out of his hatchery there. And he is still on 1 gas, and he hasn't actually spent any gas yet. He does have 100 now, and there it goes. Metabolic boost is going down. Queen is going to start to inject his hatchery to get some more larvae out. So we are going to see a macro game play out at this point in the game. Orbital command is going to be started on the expansion here, so he's going to start to have a few more mules at a time. And we do have another barracks going down for Cloud. No factory yet, and we do have one that's being built up on his main base here, so we do have possibly a siege tank play, marine play going down, or maybe some Hellions. We're going to have to wait and see what direction Cloud takes. Zergling's on the way for Stephano for probably scouting purposes and to get some map control, and that's exactly what they're going to go do. And then he's going to go back to actually macroing up and getting lots of drones. Throwing in a second spine crawler because he hasn't really scouted his opponent, so he doesn't exactly know what he's doing. But once he gets up here, he's going to see 2 racks and 1 factory, but there's going to be a second factory in the base. So 2 factories, 2 barracks, and then he's going to send a few Marines out, and they're going to take care of these scouting lings pretty easily there. The SCV actually scouted that, so we have no scouting at all for Stephano here. Stephano playing in basically the dark at this point in the game. Worker count is going to be about 28 to 33. The actual Zerg player Stephano is going to be a little bit ahead in the drone count, but there are mules for the Cloud there. So actually, if you look at the income, Cloud is going to be ahead with that mule on the field there. We do have actually Infernal Pre-Igniter being researched, so we are going to definitely see lots of Hellions with Blue Flame. Not going to really be able to do much because we do have 2 spawning crawlers at the front, and this choke is pretty much blocked off. So we'll see if that actually does anything early on. Definitely Stephano doing a great job building a wall. 2 Hellions on the field right now. No starports, so there is not going to be any drops going on anytime soon. And then we do have Stem going to be researched as well for Cloud. So definitely getting his early upgrades. More Hellions on the way and Marines being built at this point. And we do have a Baneling nest being researched now as well, about 90% done. So we're going to see some Zerglings and Banelings on the field. And even that 1 attack or 1 armor is going to be going down for that carapace for his melee Zerglings. Lots of Zerglings going to come over here to start destroying the rocks so he can start working on his 3rd expansion. And we do have a little bit of push. A lot of blue flame Hellions are going to be pushing out. And they're going to see orange right now, but nope, he does maybe catch the scout of the blue that just researched there. And here they come. They're going to go into the base. I don't know if they're going to do much, though, because it's going to be completely well secured here with the evolution chamber down. Baneling's on the field as well, and then he is going to block these off probably with, yeah, this is going to be completely blocked off for these queens. So great job from Stephano, and he's not going to let this actually go in at all. But he is going to pick off some creep tumors, so at least he's going to get something out of this, but not going to be able to get in that base at all because Stephano's doing a great job with those queens keeping this blocked off. And let me turn my sound down. For some reason it got higher for some reason again. I just realized that too. Awesome. I'm going to keep it going though, just because we're already halfway through this game. I think. We're pretty far into the game though, so there's no point of restarting it now. We are going to have some Zerglings come on the field as well. A lot more Zerglings. 16 Zerglings being produced, and we do have a Spire actually coming up as well. Thors and Siege Tanks actually being built for Cloud here. Banelings and Zerglings though on the field, and these Hellions are doing a great job just keeping map control. He'll definitely know when his opponent decides to push out, if he does, but he's actually going to go for this expansion here, destroying this rocks once again. Cloud doing a 2nd base as well, so or a 2nd expansion, so he is going to start to secure that as well, throwing down 2 reactors on his barracks there, so he's going to be pumping a lot of Marines and throwing down 2 more barracks as well. So we do have Cloud definitely getting his production buildings up and going. He is researching 1 attack armor, 1 attack and 1 armor as well. So again, those +1s being researched. While we do have 5 mutas being researched, and also the level attack for the Zerglings, and also the level 2 for the armor. Cloud going to bring some of his workers to start saturating his 2nd expansion, so he's going to be a little bit ahead of the Zerg opponent here, his Zerg opponent, and he is going to start throwing down missile turrets, and great timing too, because here comes those lovely little mutas. He does have missile turrets around his expansions in his main base, so this shouldn't do too much damage, and not going to really do too much harassment here. Those Hellions definitely scouted out at perfect timing there. And then he's morphing more Banelings in. I don't know if he's deciding to try doing a Baneling bust or what he's trying to do here. It's going to be interesting to see. We do have the Hellions being picked off by the mutas. This is not a good thing to have happen to you. And those mutas are going to do a lot of damage to these Hellions. They're all going to be in red and orange there. A lot of them are going to be down to their last leg there. We definitely need to get repaired. Lots of upgrades going down. Combat shield's almost done, and then 1 attack for the infantry is almost completed. But we do have attack coming in for Stephano. Stephano's going to go in the back base here, and he's going to do a lot of damage actually, because these Banelings are going to be uncontested here. And here comes the attack. There's a planetary fortress. He's going to go right for the planetary fortress. It does go down. He's going to back off though, but that was a lot of damage done. Losing that planetary fortress is never a good thing. But I think Cloud is going to be okay. He didn't lose any SCVs though. I think he should have went for that SCV line. I think he could have killed some with those extra Banelings that were still there. Worker count going to be 62 to 68, so Zerg is going to be a little bit ahead, but Cloud definitely had the more mineral advantage there because he had that 3rd expansion up. But now he's got to rebuild it. So we do have Stephano going for a 4th base, so he's doing a great job keeping up with his macro there. And we do have Stephano in trouble right now because Cloud is going to be pushing across the map. And Mutas are going to get in here in front to kill the actual Hellions that are up ahead, but the Marines are going to catch up here, so he needs to back those Mutas up so they don't die. One attack armor, one attack, and one armor is going to be coming in here to deal with this. Destroying a lot of creep tumors as well to deny the spread of the creep there. And then we are going to have lots of banelings though, so he needs to be very careful. Doesn't want to be caught off guard. He needs to get his siege tanks down and going. Definitely don't want to stay off that creep if he can. But this is going to be a very interesting attack. But Cloud is doing a great job making sure he doesn't actually get out of position. And he does have his siege tanks up and going, so Stephano needs to be very careful not to run in that line of fire. A lot more banelings being produced. That's a lot of banelings and zerglings, and Mutas to back that up. It's still producing a lot. He's actually going to be maxed out here very shortly with a lot of zerglings. And then we do have Cloud just picking off more creep tumors. 2 attack and 2 armor is almost completed for Cloud here. So those infantry is going to just get a lot more powerful as well. And then he does have a sensor tower, which a lot of people forget to build. I know I do, which he'll know when this army is attacking. Go to his. Oh, here we go. We do have a huge attack going down, and all these zerglings are coming in here. Banelings are coming in here as well too. The siege tanks are going to be in the front, but a lot of damage is being done to Cloud. And these Marines are going to be nicely spread out, and a lot of them are going to survive. But there's a lot of zerglings and mutas left. But there are some Marines reinforcing this. But a lot of mutas are going to come in here and clean this up. A lot of damage was done to Cloud there. Unfortunately, he lost a lot there. If he only had that +2. Great timing attack from Stephano there before that 2 attack was completed, and that would have changed the course of the game right there if he had that. He would have probably easily have dealt that damage out with those Marines. Now we have Cloud in a lot of trouble. All he has really left is going to be Marines. No siege tanks to back that up, with all those zerglings actually on the field with that 2 armor upgrade. We do have Cloud just trying to get his forces back up and going again. And he is trying to produce as fast as he can. Getting a lot of Marines actually up and going. But we do have Stephano with almost 1,500 minerals, and he's almost actually maxed out again. He's at 170. Producing a lot of banelings, and that just used up a lot of his gas there. But a lot more zerglings are going to be on the field. 28 coming out, and 27 banelings being produced. And he's getting that 1 attack for his mutas as well. We do have 3-3 going down for our infantry for Cloud. He is also working on that 1 attack for his tanks, which is almost completed in his Thors. We do have the mutas coming in to do some more harassment here. The Marines are in position though, and in both places, so he's not going to be able to destroy any siege tanks. But he definitely gets to scout and see exactly what's going on in Cloud's base. And he's going to notice that there's not many siege tanks. A lot of zerglings and banelings now on the field. He's actually going to be in a second maxed out here. He's at 188 food compared to 154 for our Terran player. And Cloud is just trying to get something up and going again. But he is falling way behind against Stephano because he has 4 bases now. Actually 3 compared to just... Well, there's some minerals in Cloud's main base, so he still is actually on 3 bases. So it's about 3-3 right now, so it's about even, but there's 1,700 minerals in the bank for Stephano, so he definitely has a little bit more minerals, plus he's capped out as well, so he's going to be able to reproduce his army. And if you look at his larva intake over here, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of larva, maybe not. There's a lot in his main base, but here comes the attack. A lot of mutas are going to be in front here, and the actual army of zerglings and banelings are going to stay out of this fight, trying to basically make his opponent get out of position here, and this army is just going to stay around the map. Well, oh my gosh, 26 more banelings are going to be producing right now, so a lot of banelings are going to be on the field with these mutas that are very strong with that 1 attack as well, plus working on level 2 attack for the mutas. So this is going to be a massive army. Even freaking Stephano making 2 more expansions here, so he's just taking full control of this map. And we do have Cloud moving out as fast as he can to get in position on this high ground, and he's going to be able to get into position pretty easily. A little bit of a drop in the back here is going down, and this is going to be completely cleaned up with, you know, all these mutas here. There's going to be 22 mutas on the field to deal with 4 Marines in that medevac. I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, oh my goodness, Cloud needs to be very careful here coming into position. It looks like, oh my gosh, he's going to be unsieged. All these Banelings and Zerglings are going to get this round on these Marines. And that army is just completely annihilated. Oh my gosh. Was there even an army there for Cloud? Holy cow. That took a matter of like 2 seconds to clean that army up. And that, my friends, is probably GG. Because those mutas are going to be just cleaning everything up. These medevacs are going to die as well, so nothing's going to get able to escape from the swarm. And here comes the swarm trying to clean up a little bit more. We do have Cloud moving out with a few Marines and one Thor here, but the mutas and the Zerglings are going to come in here and clean this up with these as well. With that 2 attack almost completed for the air. For these mutas, that's going to be even much stronger of an army. And here we go. We have Zerglings and mutas coming into the main base of Cloud. Cloud's trying to get away, get into position somehow. There's nothing there to protect him from this. Pulling off the SCVs to repair the orbital command that's not doing anything, not even being attacked. And he should be attacking with those, but there's just nothing he can do. I mean, he's just way outnumbered. And there's the GG from Cloud. And we do have Stephano taking that game pretty fast. I mean, it all came down to that first engagement down here when Cloud was way out of position, didn't have the siege, and just got annihilated there, unfortunately. So it only takes one bad move out for Terran to just get annihilated from Zerg, because once you lose your main attack force and lose all those siege tanks, it's not pretty the rest of the game, because number one, you're going to be harassed by mutas all game long, and then when you're trying to get in position, they're going to have a mass amount of units just to destroy you. Even if you destroy their army, they're going to have thousands of minerals in the bank to reinforce that army, because they're going to be all over the map. As you can see, Stephano did a great job with that. So definitely a very good job from Stephano, showing us how to play Zerg, and Cloud just didn't have the macro today to keep up. But it doesn't mean he's not a good player, because obviously he is. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this replay. Please follow me and subscribe to me. You can follow me at justin.tv/insjonas, and obviously subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what you see and what you hear. But you guys have a great day, and I hope you keep on watching.